Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to Sky James TV. I'm locked in with y'all. Y'all locked in with me. Smash them thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe this video. It's for free. Don't be no hater. Leave your negative comments in the comment box, and everything gonna be all right. Well, let's check this out, fam. Today we're gonna be talking about a married man, a married pastor man cheating on his wife, and he got killed right now. Secret lover affair, middle of the night. Let's check this shit out, man. That's why these days, fam, you really can't trust nobody, man. You really gotta, once a person show you who they really is the first time, that's who they is, man. You really can't trust nobody. And these preachers and these pastors ain't no better than nobody else, and they ain't no different from us. They be doing the same thing. They might be 10 times worse. But y'all check this shit out, man.
And no one thought we would make it 19 years. They probably didn't think we would make it 19 days.
I didn't think we would make it 19 days at first. After the wedding, It was rough.
We tell people we've been happily married for 11 years.
And that's another thing too, man. Everything that look good don't be good all the time. Everything that glitter don't be gold. I know you heard that from them old school people, you know what I'm saying, like your grandma and your granddad and shit. You feel me? Just because it look good don't mean it's good. Because
it's so important how everything could blend together and just become a big blur. And you need that time to pour into your spouse, for your spouse to pour into you, and even an opportunity just for you to celebrate, love on, and appreciate each other. So it's an opportunity to minister to each other. What would you say?
Well, I would say like this. I like the way you use the word blur. You have to be able to separate your bride from God's bride.
That's a good answer.
And the Lord is going to take care of his. So I like it when back daddy takes care of his.
And I takes care of mine. I takes care of mine. What the hell?
Amen.
All them people take care of theirs.
Breaking news on your news leader at 4 today. We're learning more about what may have happened to a well-known pastor who died in the streets of Memphis early this morning.
It was involving a female shooter male who was constantly approaching her in an aggressive manner.
You know what they say, fam? What's done in the dark always come to the light. Fam,
That's
today
so
we're going
true,
to
bro.
Tennessee,
What's done in the
Memphis,
dark
Tennessee,
always
where
come to
reports
light.
that
That's
a
so
popular
true.
pastor
Let them
was
know
shot
that,
and
bro.
killed
You can't
outside
hide
of South
shit from
Memphis
God.
Park, and apparently a woman was arrested. But I want to start this video off a little different. Look at this mugshot. Now, this is the mugshot
She
of the
look
woman
happy,
who
too.
admitted to pulling the
Look how
trigger,
she
who we'll later
looking.
identify in the story. But check out this grin. If we read facial expressions, what would that facial expression say to you? Now, I probably know what you're thinking, but hold that thought. This pastor is married, and that's not his wife. And according to people close to the situation, this woman was just fed up. Today we go over this story, disclose all public details, pay our respects to the pastor, talk about his career, where he preached at, and also briefly about his family, at least what's being presented to the public. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no anger. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. It's important to know that none of us is perfect. None of us is above the next person. Fam, meet Pastor Ricky Floyd, and this is his wife, Sheila Floyd. She's the co-pastor. He's the pastor of Pursuit of God Transformation Center in Memphis, Tennessee. They also the co-founder and vice president of Salvation Revelation Ministries Incorporation, a 501c3 not-for-profit outreach ministry. They were an 11th family who gave back to the community in different ways for decades. They were and still are a staple to the community. 12 years ago, they did a rare interview talking about some of the things they did for the community, like hosting workshops for teen pregnancy and different outlets they provided for the youth. And they briefly talked about during that time they had over 100 participants, largely from an ex-gang member who found Jesus while he was incarcerated and managed to get over 70 youth to sign up alongside the help of his mother. Shout out to her. Check out the clip.
Like registration starts at 8, it's over at 5, but it's a one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. So Pursuit of God Church, and we're talking about the Single Parents Conference that they have going on July 21st. So joining us now is their youth outreach minister, and that's Ms. Venetia.
Well, planning for our future. We'll do some talks about college and preparing for that. For our younger kids, we'll do some talks about getting ready to enter high school.
Yeah,
you know, in the upcoming school year. So we have a big day planned for them.
And this part of the conference actually starts Friday. At what time Friday?
It starts on Friday at 5:30, so we'll go from 5.
I ain't doing no detective work on him though. One thing for sure, I ain't doing no motherfucking detective work. You feel me? I'm just bringing y'all the news. I ain't doing no detective work.
5:30 to 9 p.m. and then we'll reconvene on Saturday morning from 9 to 12:30 because we've partnered with Labana Healthcare on this, and it's a 6-hour curriculum. So we want them to get the full 6 hours, not 3, not 5:15. We want them to get the full 6-hour experience because it's very important and very helpful for them.
Yeah, and because of the partnership with Labana that we have with Labana, we're able to give each one of the children that participate in this, we're able to give them a $20 gift certificate and also 2 passes to the movie. So we're going to pay you to let us teach you.
See, I was asking that in my mind, like, well, how in the world are you able to get 130 some kids to a conference on a weekend?
Loretta, this is an interesting thing. We have a young man that just joined our ministry that is a former gang member of one of the most notorious gangs in this city. While in prison, he found Jesus for real, and a lot of times people let him go when they get out of prison.
Yeah, everybody
he
find
kept the
God
Jesus
in
that
prison.
he found in prison.
Everybody
and this
find
young
God
man
in prison.
Has registered how many, Venetia?
He's registered.
If you ain't know God, you won't find God in prison.
70.
So a former gang member. Call his name.
Former
gang member has led 70 young people to register for a conference to be taught about abstinence to avoid teen pregnancy.
And the awesome thing with that is he had the assistance of his mother. His mother went into her neighborhood as well, her apartments, and got young people to sign up as well. So they tag team.
And if I remember correctly, his mother has 11 children.
Shout out to the family TV, man. That boy be having his facts on point.
12 or 13
children. So she sees what the challenges has caused her being firsthand a single parent, and she's giving back to the community by aiding her and her son. You know, what an interesting story. A mother of 13 children and a gang member being the most productive and leading people back to this.
So how can...
So as you can see, fam, this couple has been doing big things for the community for decades. Fast forward to the second week of March in 2025, and Miss Sheila's life would change forever. Wednesday, March 12, 2025, the Memphis Police Department said officers were called to a shooting scene at 855 Kentucky Street just before 1:20 a.m. They said a man was found dead in the street between Eagle Distributing Company and Mama's Bar and Grill. The bar owner Eric said the shooting took place in the street and not the bar's parking lot. Pastor Floyd was deceased on the scene, losing his life at just 58 years old. May he rest in peace.
He looked different though
to his family. Apparently, it was an altercation that started inside the bar and spilled outside to the street. 2 women was involved. Only one was identified. That woman was later identified as Samantha Marion, 42 years old. She was charged with voluntary manslaughter and being held on a $100,000 bail while pleading not guilty. Now, much details wasn't released about their relationship, if any, and the details about what happened in the bar, except a cell phone of Samantha's was thrown on the floor by the pastor. And that's when allegedly all hell broke loose. But before we continue on that, I want you guys to check out what people were saying on social media. People close, allegedly, to this pastor and Samantha. One person wrote, that man been messing with Sam for years. She wasn't no secret. He even blacked her eye one time. These pastors who y'all give y'all money to, break y'all necks on Sunday mornings to run up in their church to listen to that foolishness.
That's
trust,
enough ground.
His wife
y'all hear
wasn't
that?
in
See
the dark
that?
about
Pastors,
nothing.
man, y'all
Excuse their grammar. Now, I also want to point out, on the pastor's social media, his last social media post had the words, every tough conversation does not have to be argumentative.
They offered me $3,000 for my minor accident. This Harvard AI calculator showed me it was worth
Breaking news on your news leader at 4 today. We're learning more about what may have happened to a well-known pastor who died in the streets of Memphis early this morning. Pastor Ricky Floyd was shot and killed outside a South Memphis bar and kitchen. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
And I'm April Thompson. We're just getting information in from police this afternoon. An affidavit says 3 people, including a woman who is now charged, got into an argument with Pastor Floyd. It goes on to say that a video from Mama's Bar and Kitchen shows Floyd threw the suspect's phone to the ground along with the beer can.
Now, police say he started to drive away but got out and walked toward her. Then she reportedly moved toward Floyd, and that's when police say he walked backwards away from her and then fell to the ground. Of course, this is all sent shockwaves all across Memphis and the Mid-South.
Indeed, those in the community as well as other pastors are responding hours after learning the man who preached nonviolence is one of the city's latest victims of violence.
But that's self-defense.
Crime
She shot him in the front. She finna get off.
Violently in the wind marks the spot where a violent attack happened overnight.
Yeah,
it was just after 1 a.m. when police were called here to Mama's Bar and Kitchen at the corner of Kentucky Street and E.H. Crump Boulevard. Listen as dispatch relays information from Broadcastify.
It was involving a female shooting male who was constantly approaching her in an aggressive manner.
Police, along with other first responders, soon arrived, but there was nothing they could do. This ambulance sat idle as the man shot was never rushed away from the scene. Instead, this is where he was pronounced dead. The victim, we learned, is Pastor Ricky Floyd, the senior lead pastor of Pursuit of God Transformation Center in Fraser.
I don't know what to say. A pastor would be slaughtered. It's just rare.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
I guess it's rare, but it seems to be an occurrence that's happening more often.
He was cheating on a wife. He had a wife. He was married. How he was slaughtered.
This did not happen inside the establishment. They're also telling us it happened once they closed up. She wanted to make that clear. However, what's unclear is what prompted the deadly shooting. A source with first-hand knowledge of the case says there was a dispute between Pastor Floyd and a woman later identified as Samantha Marion.
I know why she's smiling, because she knows she's finna beat that shit.
The pastor threw her phone before things spilled into the streets and then spiraled out of control, ending with Samantha Marion allegedly shooting and killing the pastor. She has since been charged with voluntary manslaughter, a killing in which someone is said to have acted in the heat of passion. While police continue piecing together what happened, there's a community far and wide grappling with grief.
To all those in Memphis and Shelby County and throughout the country and throughout the world that had the chance to encounter this brother's life and ministry.
That's why she's smiling like,
definitely a time to mourn.
For your news leader in South Memphis, Jarita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
And that police affidavit says the suspect, 42-year-old Samantha Marion, admitted to the shooting. She's charged with voluntary manslaughter and is set to be in court tomorrow. And earlier today, Dr. Keith Norman, pastor of First Baptist Church Broad, spoke with us about his colleague and good friend.
People, I'm doing what everybody else doing.
While he was a great preacher, the staple of his mark in the city of Memphis would be his love and care for people and innovative approach to doing ministry outside of the pulpit and outside of the four walls of the church. He was strongly committed to that, and I'm prayerful that we will remain focused in that area and keep that legacy alive.
Pull you in the pit, the pit of fire.
Pastor shouldn't have lost his life like that. But we don't know really what happened that led up to that situation.
I ain't lying,
we'll develop, I keep you guys updated. But nonetheless, we do want to say, once again, Pastor Ricky, rest in peace, and love and condolences to your family. We send our love and prayers your way. Fam, this was the story of a Memphis pastor being gunned down at a local bar in the middle of the night by a woman who he allegedly had a relationship with, according to people on social media, who's allegedly close to the situation. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Today, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
That shit, man. It's crazy. Y'all smash them thumbs up, man. SkyJane TV. I'm locked in with y'all. Y'all locked in with me. Y'all already know what it is. Smash them thumbs up.
Dish soap is on sale. We need it.